everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be quite a casual one. I basically wanted to come on here and document something very exciting that's going to be happening. The day that I upload this is going to be 6 weeks exact that this thing is going to be happening. Obviously this year has been a bit of a weird one. I had really high hopes for the start of this year because I qualified in January as a children's nurse, and I started my first job as a qualified nurse in February in my local hospital. And then obviously coronavirus happened, and due to me falling into the vulnerable category of people and the whole lockdown and everything, I had to stay at home. So initially I was at home for 3 months, so from March until June. In June I obviously caught coronavirus, which I made a video about at the time explaining everything that happened then. Then I went back to work in June, and then the second lockdown happened in November, and I was home again for a month. In total I've had 4 months off work, which for a newly qualified nurse is not the best start to a career. You know, I'm lucky enough that I was still able to get paid. I'm lucky enough that I still have a job. There are so many people this year who have obviously been furloughed, and a lot of people that have also lost their jobs. So despite everything, I'm so lucky and grateful for the position that I have been in, despite everything that's happened. If you're new to this channel, then you may not know that me and my boyfriend, who have been together for almost 6 years now, we have a long distance relationship and have done for the whole time we've been together. And he lives in London and we live about 130 miles away from each other. So obviously being in a long-term relationship, you make plans with your partner to sort of start a life together, move in together, obviously if that's what you want. And that is what me and my boyfriend Alan want, or have always wanted. Earlier this year in June, I had a interview for a hospital in London, a children's hospital, which I'm not going to say which one it was just yet, but that was obviously before I returned to work. So I had the interview, it went really well. They basically put me on a waiting list, so it wasn't a no, but it wasn't a yes. They kind of said, you know, we would love to have you at our hospital, but we don't have any job roles at the moment, so we'll keep you on a waiting list, and if anything comes up, we will get in contact with you. In my mind, that was the hospital that I had always wanted to kind of work at if I was to move to London. So I was a little bit like, oh okay, bittersweet. So, you know, it's nice that they obviously want me, but it's a bit annoying that they haven't got anything to offer me, you know, position wise at the moment. Moving forward to September, so during the August bank holiday, I actually sat down and I did a few more job applications. I think I applied for 5 different hospitals in London, and I honestly was so shocked that all 5 actually got back to me offering me an interview. I completed 2 interviews, one for a hospital in Uxbridge called Hillingdon Hospital, and one for Great Ormond Street Hospital for Children, which I'm pretty sure everybody has heard of. I actually got offered a job there, and it's really funny because I actually had made a whole video that I was gonna put on YouTube announcing that I had accepted an offer at Great Ormond Street. I was, you know, really excited, really nervous, but that video never went up because what happened was, and I was never ever expecting this to happen, a few weeks, I want to say, after me having accepted the job at Great Ormond Street, I was contacted by the hospital that I had interviewed for back in June, offering me a position. I mean, I had a really difficult decision to make. I was either going to have to make the decision to stay with Great Ormond Street, who I had already accepted the offer for. I was already undertaking all of the pre-employment checks that you have to do when you apply for an NHS job. All was already rolling basically with Great Ormond Street, and I had a really difficult decision to make. But I decided to go with this other hospital because one, they were offering me a job role that I preferred, and also I could kind of see more of a career progression and a future at this hospital. With me wanting to become a diabetes nurse specialist in the future, I felt that this second hospital was more suitable to my career needs and my career progression. And it was such a difficult decision to make, to have to withdraw my job offer from Great Ormond Street, and you know, I felt like I was letting them down, but they were so lovely. And the person who interviewed me, he said that if at any point in my future I wanted to work for Great Ormond Street, that I'd be more than welcome to get in contact with him directly, and he would you know, help me to get through the door. It was really kind of nice to hear from him, and you know, it made me feel less bad for kind of withdrawing my application from them. But basically, I have now completed all my pre-employment checks. I've handed in my contract for this new hospital that I'm going to be working at, and that hospital is the Evelina Children's Hospital, which is part of Guy's and St Thomas's Hospital Trust. It's literally opposite the Houses of Parliament, so it is in the most beautiful location, and I can't quite believe that in 6 weeks time I'll be starting not only a whole new journey in terms of my career, also moving to a whole new city. Obviously, me and Alan, my boyfriend, have wanted this to happen for so long, and now it's actually happening, and I feel really nervous. I feel really excited. I can't wait to meet loads of new people, make loads of new friends, and you know, obviously I'm still going to be coming back to the city I'm living in still right now, because my parents are here, my sister is here, I've got lots of friends here, so it's not like a goodbye. And to be honest, it's only a 2.5 hour to 3 hour drive, or you know, less than 2 hours on a train. So really exciting, and it's nice to be able to finally say it out loud. I'm gonna really miss the department and the place where I'm currently working at now, because I just couldn't feel more comfortable and more supported, and you know, like I fit in where I am right now, and everybody has been so understanding, and you know, they've said they're really gonna miss me, but it's kind of not a surprise because I had always mentioned that potentially one day I would be moving to London. I just didn't think that it would be this soon. Obviously things are going to be a little bit different in the next coming weeks and months. There's going to be a lot of changes. Initially I'm going to be living with my boyfriend and his parents, which have kindly let me stay with them for a couple of months, long enough for me and Alan to be able to save enough money to then get our own place. I'm really looking forward to it. Though I've never obviously worked in London, it's very different to where I'm living at the moment. Something that I think I'd be silly not to take advantage of and not to do whilst I'm still, you know, fairly young. I'm only 27, I say only, and I've always lived with my parents. In terms of my channel, I don't really know what it's going to be like for me to be able to film once I've moved in with Alan and his parents. But I'd like to think that I'll be doing a few more vlog style videos when I'm in London, because I feel comfortable vlogging in London. I don't mind having my camera on a tripod and sort of walking down the streets and filming, because I think people are so used to seeing others doing that in London that I think it will be nice to get footage of different things that we get up to down there. And obviously one day it will be moving vlogs and house viewings and yeah, all the adult stuff that I have no clue about, but my boyfriend does, so he can he can educate me on all of that. 1st of February is my start date. 6 weeks to get myself all organized and get things boxed up. I'm not going to be taking everything that I own down with me. I'm literally going to be taking my essential bits, because obviously once me and Alan do find our own place, then I can just come back here and get other things. I'll also be making an Instagram post about this. It's really funny that you know, I made this same kind of video a few months ago saying I'm starting at Great Ormond Street, and I literally had to like delete that video. Such an exciting new journey, and I just hope that I'm gonna do well and I'm gonna cope living in London. I'm sure I will. I mean, if other people can do it, I'm sure I'll be fine. But anybody who knows me personally, if you're watching this video, please send me a message. I'm really sorry if I've not told you in person yet. I've not told many people. So if you're hearing it for the first time in this video, or if you're hearing it for the first time in my Instagram post, then I'm sorry I didn't tell you, but I just wanted to tell everybody all at the same time in a video or an Instagram post, which is why I've left it till now to kind of tell people. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I know it's a bit of a chatty and different one. Some of you may not even be bothered at all about this, so I'm sorry if you're not. I wanted to document it, you know, to look back on this one day and think, oh my gosh, that's when I announced it. And you know, it's nice to look back on videos and see my progression and things like that. So this video, if you liked it, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are new around here, and I will see you really soon with another video. Also, as you'll be watching this on Monday, I hope you all have an amazing Christmas and New Year. I don't think I'll be uploading a video until the New Year, where I normally kind of do a what I got for Christmas video. So yes, have a good Christmas, have a good New Year, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.